Okay, so I checked the details of the photo. It very clearly says that before the body was discovered, the lid was closed. So we're just going to present this.
Objection!
It should work. That voice is all wrong. No offense to the voice actors they got to do this, but it's all wrong. It is completely wrong. Every one of them. It's all wrong. All very, very wrong. Even you, original Edgeworth. Originally, the victim's body was hidden inside the chocolate treasure chest. There's a sentence that can only be found in Phoenix, right? Miss Hall entered the room when she heard a sound. I think it was likely that this was the sound of the chocolate ship falling over.
Yeah, that's what you would think, just by looking at the crime scene.
You said Mr. Masters broke the treasure chest lid himself. But this photo shows the ship's fall caused the lid to break. If the lid broke just before Miss Hall found the body. He does the point thing, like Edgeworth. That Mr. Masters, who was in the middle of judging, could not have broken it.
I never said Master broke the lid directly. The ship was set up to fall during the judging. I believe he tampered with the stand.
Objection!
Do you have proof he tampered with it?
No, but the investigation isn't completely over yet.
It seems they still haven't found anything conclusive. Have you found any other fingerprints other than Mr. Masters in this room?
Yeah, there was some left on the door. But the victim, Dover, and Master were also among the fingerprints left behind.
Before we made our desserts, we all gathered here to have the judging explained to us. Perhaps that was when we left those fingerprints.
But you didn't find fingerprints on the works in the room.
What?
Someone tampered with the chocolate in this room. So perhaps there are other fingerprints on it apart from Mr. Masters.
No matter what we find, it won't clear Master of suspicion.
I keep wanting to say Masters, because that's an actual last name.
Larrabee, hurry up and dust the chocolate for fingerprints.
But sir, most of the room's chocolate.
Dust all the chocolate, you son of a bitch. And do it quickly.
Detective Bad, we found another person's fingerprints on all the chocolate in the room.
Whose fingerprints?
They belong to a pastry chef by the name of Delicia.
Good work. Return to the investigation.
Yes, sir.
It would seem that there are other suspicious people besides Miss...
Dead on, bad impersonation.
Yes, I quite agree. I was impressed myself.
Thank you. It would seem there are other persons suspicious besides Mr. Masters after all.
I don't need a defense attorney to tell me that. I'm not stopping my investigation. We will just go and listen to what this Delicia has to say.
Delicia, Gustavo told us about her not long ago. Is she really a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal? Mr. Edgeworth, this Delicia lady sounds mighty suspicious to me. Yeah, so she's the one who didn't do it. Duh. Actually, I was hoping that Gustavo tampered with the chocolate, because that would mean he didn't kill the man. When in fact it is so clearly Gustavo. It seems that it will be necessary for us to speak with her directly as well. Detective Bad, would you allow us to accompany you?
I'm not obligated to do that.
What?
But you were the one who discovered the truth of the crime scene. Fine, have it your way. Follow me.
Detective Bad, thank you. This is how adults behave. God, the future generations in this game do not understand common courtesy. Looking at you, Edgeworth, Francesca, Phoenix. Who else can I pin that on? Apollo, Athena, oh god. Maya, Pearl gets it. Anyone else I can yell at? Simon gets it. A lot of the prosecutors do get it. Sadmandi kind of got it, he was just a douche. Apollo's dad got it. It's not a spoiler, it's clear immediately who his father is. They don't hide it in the slightest. Detective Bad, are you sure about that? Right now, that prosecutor is in the room. It's so obviously Manfred.
Doesn't matter, him and I don't see eye to eye.
No one sees eye to eye with Manfred von Karma, except his daughter. Him? Who's the prosecutor in charge of this case anyway?
Manfred von Karma.
What? Von Karma is in charge? That guy hasn't lost a case in 25 years, and he's only 24. I wonder how old he is at this point. Manfred von Karma, the living legend of prosecutor's office. So wait, if he hasn't lost a case, I guess this is not going to go to trial? Or when it does go to trial, they'll have a different suspect? That's all I can think of, because technically this isn't a case, so he's allowed to lose here. If the rumors of his courtroom performance are to be believed, he's a man who would do anything for a guilty verdict. Anything. I'm talking back alley blowjobs here. Anyways. Oh yeah, Gavin, or Clavier, or whatever you want to call him. He doesn't get how the real world works either. He's a ponce. No matter what kind of prosecutor he is, I can only hold true to the path I believe in. Fulbright kind of got it, but there's a thing about him that shouldn't spoil anything about him, but Phoenix is getting the hang of it, I guess, in more recent games. This is impressive. What did she make hers out of again? Candy? The other guy was... Well, no, he was just candy. This... I can't remember what this is supposed to be. The other guy was sherbet. Alright, so what do we have? Wow, a candy castle. Okay, so there's 2 candies? Alright. And there's even some fairies over there. This is a hell of a thing.
This room seems to be structured in the same way as Master's room.
Well, yeah. But it's nowhere near as cold.
This room also seems to have been fitted with a temperature control panel.
Hey, you don't need to reserve the chocolate in here. What the hell is that? What? Oh, the fairies. Okay. They better be candy fairies. Ah, over there by the orange lamp, right? Indeed, let's not forget to investigate it later. Even so, this room is like something out of a fairy tale. Well, there's someone off to the side there, on the right. Cream, that's right. Is this cream-covered castle Delicia's work? Wouldn't... Yeah. Isn't cream supposed to be exactly the same as... whatever.
Where is Delicia?
Boy, can I help you? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I so regret spoiling my absurd Cockney voice. On Hall. Oh, I wish someone would have warned me. She is a little too similar to the French guy in the 3rd game, also. Both because they look like women, but also their outfits are exactly the same. If you don't believe me, fuck, I can't remember his name for the life of me. But, look up the French chef from Phoenix Wright 3. If his... It might even be the same theme, honestly. Do I make her Irish too? She's used oi and hello. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion she's gonna do the thing where she becomes terrifying, like Gustavia said. I have a voice picked out for that, but it's totally the same theme with the French guy in the 3rd game. Jean Armstrong, or Jean Armstrong, Jean, Jean Armstrong. Yeah, that's his name. Fucking look it up. It's the exact same outfit, the same theme. She's not nearly as amazing. She's close, though. She is damn close. What do I do for this woman? I'd say I need to get a beat on her personality, but she's so clearly, like, right now innocent and sweet. Although, Gustavi is totally going to be right. She will become terrifying later, don't get me wrong. Sorry about my chair squeaking. It does that and I hate it. I rock back and forth sometimes to think, I'm gonna think about it while I continue playing. Hello, boys. I'm Delicious Scones. In my native England, I have to give her Cockney. I blew it. I blew it by giving it to Hall. I might have. I have to retcon it. I'll give Hall some other voice next time she's on screen, but just it's too. Look at her. She's actually English, and she's clearly supposed to be terrifying. Like, come on. I don't want to see any crap in the comment section about me retconning here, but I have to. Like, in my native England, I'm known as Miss Delicious. Being called a boy, even though I'm already 34. It's certainly a rare experience. But boys, I understand you're calling me that. But Mr. Edgeworth, as far as I'm concerned, you're all boys to me. Even that detective over there.
My name is... my name is Bad, not Boy.
Just how old is this woman?
Mr. Attorney, let's just finish our business here.
Right. Well, here he is. Oh, God. Mere attorney. You're an attorney, too! That's something that's always bugged me in this game. Prosecutors are a type of attorney. Attorney just means you're a lawyer. It's another word for lawyer. You know, a defense attorney specifically means you're a defending lawyer. A prosecuting attorney means you're a prosecutor. That's always been a gripe about this series, though. They always seem to split that up. Anyways,
What do you think you're doing? Conversing with a mere attorney. Conversing with a mere attorney.
Yeah, that'll work. It's not as... Why were you in the castle? Whatever. It's not as breathy as the president of Zengfa.
Who talks more like this? I will lead.
Whereas Von Karma is more...
I am Von Karma.
That's gonna destroy my voice, though, to be fair. I have seen somebody try and do Dracula for Von Karma. Bleh! Hey, what are you doing? Talking to... That's completely wrong, though. It's good for a laugh, but it's not a serious voice. Mr. Edgeworth, a scary man came out of the Candy Castle.
Von Karma.
This man is Prosecutor Von Karma. Eep, Mammy! So he's Von Karma. Why does he have a cane? Pleased to meet you, Prosecutor Von Karma. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney.
I have no interest in the names of defense attorneys. After all, they only exist to be crushed by me.
What a rude man. I hope my son doesn't grow up to be mentored by him. That piercing gaze and furrowed brow. He's even scarier than the rumors say. Although that statement was also very rude. Prosecutor Von Karma, would you allow us to investigate?
You think I would give information to a mere defense attorney?
As I thought, it won't be that simple.
However, I'll make a special exception for this room.
Why did he change his mind so quickly?
You, old bloodhound.
Don't call me that. My name is Bad.
Ha! A mere detective speaking back to me. I admire your courage, at least. Bad. Stand watch and see that that they don't misbehave.
Why me?
It's hard to switch between these two, since they're both...
You ungrateful scamp. Why me?
I will not accept your refusal. Well then, I'll be investigating Gustavia's room next.
That is murder on the throat, by the way.
I'm babysitting again.
I wonder what he and Von Karma are investigating together. Instead of being on bad terms, it seems like they hardly know each other. Mr. Edgeworth, now that we've got Von Karma's permission, we can continue investigating. Yes, his manners bother me, but I'm glad we can at least continue investigating.
Oh, hold it! I also need to investigate this room. But I don't want you disturbing the room, so you'll investigate after me.
What? Aren't you the detective in charge of this case? Why haven't you investigated this room yet?
The detective in charge of the initial investigation was a close colleague of Von Karma.
I honestly cannot think of another detective in this entire game. Emma Skye is technically forensics later on. There's obviously Gumshoe, Bad, Fulbright. That is kind of it. Which, given the number of games, really, I just want Gumshoe back. To be perfectly honest, he's awesome. Close colleague of Von Karma.
I came to take over for him, so I only got to the mansion just recently.
So that's why he and Von Karma aren't investigating together. Detective Bad, will you allow us to investigate with you like before? In doing so, you'll be able to supervise us and also ensure we don't tamper with anything.
You want me to watch you? You're a strange lawyer. Humph. I'll let you stick around a little longer.
Yeah, you did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you, Detective Bad.
But if I decide you're holding up the investigation, you'll have to leave.
I hope the worst thing in the world for me would be if Bad, the President, and Von Karma got in the same room together.
Which is incredibly unlikely, given I think Von Karma's dead at this point in time. This is the past. I think in the current present, Von Karma has been executed. I believe that's canon. I read that on the wiki. That came as a surprise to me, but they're citing remarks Francesca made in the second game that imply he was in fact executed. Or died in prison. Something. He's dead is the point. So that's incredibly unlikely, but still. Well then, let's begin the investigation. I'm going to start by talking to What's-Her-Name so that I can round out the episode doing an incredibly annoying voice. Hi! Huh? Miss Delicious! You don't seem as energetic as you were earlier. Delicia, can I just ask, did something happen with Von Karma? Yesy! Nothing of the sort! But you just said yesy. Ha 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 ha! That yesy just now was only a greeting. You're a cute boy, I like you. What's your first name? It's Raymond, but, well, Ray, I think you'll make a good man of yourself someday. Ray? How about that? I think you have a way with the British lady. With British ladies. It's probably my Irish accent, you see. She's a little different from my image of a lady. Why don't we listen to what she has to say? Absolutely. Do I have an age for her? Seriously? Nope. Gender female. Are we sure about that? God, Bad and Gustavia look almost identical. And she looks like a Pokemon. You can't see my mouse cursor, but I was referring to Hall, not Delicious here. 49, huh? He went gray a bit early, huh? 49, undefeated for 25 years. That would mean he was 24. Alright, I accept that. This game has a bad habit of making attorneys ridiculously young. I accept that he was an attorney at 24. Now there's sirens outside my place, which is just fucking great. Can you tell me about your actions during the contest? You see, we began making desserts for the contest around 10 o'clock. Basically, I was in here making my desserts the whole time. At 1:30, I joined the afternoon tea for about half an hour or so. Afternoon tea? It's a social occasion where conversation is had over black tea and cakes. Does it have to be black tea? As long as there's lemon, I guess. So it's pretty much a tea party. Well, I suppose. Oh, Gregory, you're such a smart boy, aren't you? When did I become Greggy? She's reminding me of Gaunt a little bit, who is easily still my favorite villain. Villain sounds wrong. Bad guy. Where was the afternoon tea held? It took place in the gardens outside on the fountain patio. It's our customary break time during the contest. It's always held at the same time. Today there was just 3 of us who took part, Jeffy, Katie and me. Since Jeffy had already finished his creation, he was there from beginning to end. I see and Gus they didn't join us because they hadn't finished their desserts yet. So everyone other than Mr. Dover and Mr. Gustavia were participated. Gee, I wonder if Gustavia's guilty. Yes, actually I hadn't finished my dessert yet either. I just wanted to try some of Jeffy's handmade pastries and Katie's fresh brewed tea. So after I'd eaten my fill, I returned before everyone else. During the contest, did you enter any of the other contestants' rooms? Eh? What are you saying? We found your fingerprints on the dessert at the crime scene. Eh? You found them?
Are you admitting you went to the scene of the murder?
Sob, I admit it, but I am not the murderer. It's the honest truth. Please hear me out. We'll hear her out next time. I can't wait for... I have a feeling she's going to become terrifying. Seriously, if you don't know who I'm referring to as Gene Armstrong, look him up. He's hilarious. Easily one of my favorite moments in the entire series is when he first takes the witness stand, and the judge goes, "Excuse me, witness, are you a woman?" It's brilliant. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Anyways, that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tokenlad. Talk to you later, Shunigo Shares, and see you around Ask Clowns.